I always hated where I used to live in Georgia, specifically Augusta, Georgia. And what triggered me to make this video was that I've recently moved away from there for like a month ago, and I see these two viral videos, or three coming, going viral, and I was like, even though I'm in a larger city, and yeah, there are nigga shit going on here. The thing is, like, it doesn't really affect me, or like, it doesn't really trigger me. Like, if I see, a video, a news article of, of a burglary or somebody being robbed or murked, it's kind of like I can't really relate to it, or like I don't feel like it could be me. Granted, these things can happen to anybody. I'm not saying that I'm above those type of instances, but I just don't relate to it. But anyways, I see one video that is from the Augusta area. I've heard it was either from Augusta or Columbia County or Columbia, South Carolina. And it's of this girl who I've heard, I don't know who she is. Some people say she's from Josie. I don't know. But anyways, it's this video of this girl. She's having sex, and her drawers are like just dirty. They're like dry blood. And it's obviously she's on her period, and she's having sex, and the dude's hitting it, and like the dude has a condom, so slow clap please, and he's hitting it, and not even too far from it, like the camera, the dude holding his phone, he moves the camera like a couple inches, and you see a baby on the same bed they're fucking. I just realized that, I'm done with these idiots of, Augusta, Georgia. It's just tiring. It's just tiresome, dealing and seeing their foolishness, and nobody takes accountability for it. And granted, it's not a big deal, but I'm like, when will people grow up? When will Augusta, progress? When will black folks, especially young black folks, get some shit done? Augusta has always, especially that school of Josie, has always had its characters and scandalous females who get caught up. I remember when I was in high school, my senior year, and I would always hear about these girls, having having gangbangs and shit. Getting a train ran on them, and then some goofy nigga records them giving a blowjob, and he posts it online. And I'm, granted it can happen anywhere, but granted it can happen anywhere, but still, where is, the accountability? Where is, the respectability politics in the black community, especially in the hood? I'm just tired of it, man. See another video, niggas body slammed another teen over some damn shoes. That was like can't progress for shit. And you know, I sit back and I can bet you I can not even return to Augusta in 20 years, and I can bet you nothing changed. I haven't really regretted leaving, to be honest with you. I haven't regretted it. Granted, I miss some of my friends, but I haven't regretted it. It's like something that I'm so unbothered by it. You know, it doesn't even faze me to even, um, pity these people. You know, I really should have left Augusta years ago, but you know, the only advantage was, you know, the cheap college that they had over there. Yeah, I just really didn't have any fond memories of it. I just really got tired of it. I got tired of, you know, black folks really not getting it together and, you know, and the dumb shit that black men are on. You know, either they want to be a rapper, some gangster, or whatever. I just can't deal with the foolishness. You know, I haven't regretted it. You know, I don't mind helping the black I don't mind helping the black community, but there is no helping Augusta. I'm like that's not my problem. And you know, I'm annoyed with the shit that I see, and you know, nobody's really gonna fix it. You know, I have ideas. I have political theories on what should be done to fix the problem, but nobody will listen to me. You know, because my views on the black community or black women is too harsh. You know, for me, I would say that you are not allowed to be on public assistance if you have more than one child. You cannot be pregnant while in public assistance. And you shouldn't even be in public assistance any longer than 10 years. Like, really and theoretically, it's public assistance. I know in Augusta is specifically for the elderly, but you know how niggas abuse the shit. But, you know, still. I really don't understand, and I know the black feminists, they'll get on me like, how dare you, you know, judge women and, you know, give them these ridiculous, impractical standards that they can't live up to, and you don't know what these women go through, and you're controlling people's bodies. I'm saving a black life because I don't understand the point of black boys or children even being born in raggedy homes. These hood rats ain't teaching them shit. And, you know, the niggas in and out aren't teaching them shit either. That's why I made another video. I tell these people that, hey, these hood rats, you notice how these hood rat teen moms are, they disappear from their kids' academic, you know, academics when they get to middle school or high school. You notice how, you know, these parents, these young mothers, you know, they just say fuck it because they can't teach their kids any shit about anything technical or anything with science or math or whatever, let alone history. But you know, these hood rats love parading their child like he knows his ABCs. Oh yeah, like that's hard. They have nothing to offer. And, you know, hopefully Trump, Ben Carson, I don't care what he does to the hood. It's been a freaking eyesore. You know, it's been a freaking, you know, scar to the black community to where Nobody wants to deal with the hood. Educated, the so-called educated lames or the black middle class, the Africans, they don't want nothing to do with it. They ain't trying to buy it up. They ain't trying to put any serious projects into it. And so, since nobody wants it, just destroy it, get rid of it. I don't even care where these people go. I'm done with it. And we're not gonna just fall between the lines of, oh, it's just the women's fault. And it's a bigger problem than the sexuality of the hood rat. But in all honesty, what do we do? What would we do with them? I understand we'll always have poor people and we'll always have struggling families. But the thing is, it's like these motherfuckers aren't even trying. I look at these old hoods and these old abandoned apartments, and these people don't move. They don't progress. And they just stay there. And, they just stay there, complain, and wonder why ain't shit moved. And I hate when I see dumb posts about, Augusta ain't that bad, or, it's not that boring, or, we're just different. No, it's a piece of crap. I can rant on about this, but I need to make a few phone calls and get some chores over with already. But that's my reason why I hate Augusta and I'm not looking back.